Hello, cinema lovers and real crime enthusiasts. Today, we will shed light on the dark facts behind the most iconic fear and tension films of the White Curtain. We will examine the serial killers and the shock they create in society in detail, reflecting the most frightening aspects of human nature. Be ready. The facts can be much more frightening than fiction. In the fifth place, there is a monster hiding behind the innocence mask. John Wayne Gacy. In Chicago in the 1970s, Gacy, who sexually assaulted and murdered 33 young boys, would perform as a clown named Pogo at children's parties during the day. The people suffered a great shock when they learned this dual life. The media called him the Clown Killer, and this nickname committed the psychology of the society. Gacy was finally caught, tried, and found guilty. He was executed in 1994. His story inspires many fictional bad characters, such as Pennywise in Stephen King's It novel. He was transferred directly to the cinema with films such as Gacy, 2003. In the fourth place, the Zodiac Killer, one of the most unresolved mysteries in the history of America. In the late 1960s and early 70s, San Francisco horrified the Gulf region. Zodiac, after the murders, sent to the police and the media by sending encrypted letters to, mocked them. Since his identity could never be determined, the paranoia and fear reached the peak of the people. The media committed every letter of Zodiac in detail, which increased the mystery of the killer. Although the police ran after him for years, he did not succeed. This unresolved case, David Fincher's 2007 film Zodiac moved to the cinema, re-aroused worldwide interest. The idea that this killer can still be among us is scary. We take Jeffrey Dahmer, who shocked modern history with inhuman crimes. Between 1978 to 1991, 17 young men and Dahmer killed men. It is known for its terrible actions, such as necrophilia, cannibalism, and shredding for its victims. When the crimes appeared, the whole world was shocked. Dahmer's trial and confessions have become one of the most talked about in the media. Society questioned how a man who looked so ordinary can do such terrible actions. While the media stigmatized it as Milwaukee Cannibal, productions like Netflix's Dahmer Monster, The Jeffrey Dahmer Story, brought his terrible story to the masses. He was killed in 1994 by another prisoner in prison. In the second place, there is Ted Bundy, also known as Handsome Devil. In the 1970s, he admitted that he had killed at least 30 women throughout the United States. Intelligent, charismatic, and manipulative personality easily deceived the victims and public opinion. When he was caught and escaped, the media turned him into a celebrity serial killer. Bundy's court process turned into a show with the intense interest of the media. The people had difficulty in understanding how he could perform such monster actions. Films such as Extremely Wicked, Shockingly Evil, and Vile, 2019, carried Bundy's legacy to cinema, emphasizing the sharp contrast between his appearance and evil. In 1989, he was executed in the electric chair. And at the summit, there is Ed Gein, who laid the foundations of modern horror cinema. This man of Wisconsin, although only 2 murders committed, he gained a creepy reputation with his furniture and accessories from the furniture and accessories he made from human remains. When his efforts appeared, his small town and the whole world were shocked. Gein's case reshaped the media's definition of monster. The people could not think of how a person could do so perverted and terrible things. Gein was sent to the mental hospital on the grounds that his mental health was not in place and was not tried. However, his story, it inspired the cult films such as Psycho, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Silence of Lambs, led to the emergence of the darkest characters of cinema. The terrible heritage still lives in cinema. The stories of these killers illuminate the darkest corners of human psychology and continue to live on the white screen. Their influence pushed the limits of cinema by shaping fictional horror characters. Which killer story do you think was adapted to the film in the best way? Or which film inspired you the most? Don't forget to share your thoughts in comments. Follow us for more discovery at the intersection of real crime and cinema. See you in the next video. Stay healthy.